I will add disclaimer here. It might get kind of graphic, detailed. So if y'all have soft stomach, I don't know, y'all are just sensitive to these things, one, you shouldn't be watching miscarriage videos or anything like this. So moving forward, this is your choice if you continue to watch it. I'm so dreading making this video, like, okay. So I'm not going to cry because I do not want to be those people who are on YouTube, no offense, but like I just can't cry on a camera. Like I can't even let like my husband see me cry. So yeah, anyways, que hola mi gente, welcome to my channel if you're new here, and if you're not, hi. So I'll trying to keep this video as like short as I can. The purpose of this video is to get out all the information that I need to get out one time and not have to revisit this topic again. I process things like traumatic things that happen to me a certain way. I'm very to myself. I keep a lot of those things bottled up, which is not the healthiest, but that's just how I process things. And I let it, you know, figure out in my brain by myself first. I don't like to talk about traumatic things over and over again. I know there's some people who can really extend certain things that have happened to them. I am not one of those people. I like to get it out and done. So I do want to have like this video for people who have any questions. I can just be like, watch that video. Okay. So as you guys read by the title, I feel my chest getting heavy. So I apologize if I'm huffing and puffing. I also apologize if y'all hear any noise. I do have my kids here and I do not have the energy to be fighting and telling them to quiet down. So by the title of this video, I did have a miscarriage and I am currently still going through the miscarriage process. It's been a little more lengthy for me than I thought it was going to be. I really just wanted it to be done, and I for some reason thought that that was gonna be easier on me. I've come to find out that it's actually not as easy. You know, it's a very traumatic thing that has happened, and I don't think I'll ever be over it, but I just hope that it gets easier with time. Okay, so without dragging this, I'm really trying to just not talk about it, but I'm going to just get it out. And I have my phone here because my brain is and has been in the clouds since I found out. It's just been very like gloomy up here, very lost. So I do have my phone just so I have dates and references to go to. I do happen to have a video of when I found out that I had a miscarriage. I'm not sure if I am going to insert it here. If I do, you guys will see it. If not, I'll tell you about it. I went in March 26th at 5 p.m. I was in my OBGYN's office, and I went in to see baby and hopefully hear a heartbeat. I was only like 6.5 weeks, But sadly, in the video, if y'all see it, if not, then I'll tell you, there was no heartbeat. So just simple, there was no heartbeat. So it definitely did catch me by surprise. I was definitely not expecting that to come out of my doctor's mouth. I obviously took it very, very hard. It was one of those days where hubby was not with me because of COVID, you know, all the restrictions that are happening in the hospitals and everywhere basically. My husband was not allowed to like come to every appointment if I wasn't having an ultrasound, and I wasn't aware of when I was having an ultrasound. So Jose was not with me. So it was a very difficult time when I had to find out the news, walk out of the hospital by myself, drive home, call him on my way home and tell him, because I was flipping out in my car. Like, I could not handle, I don't even know how I handled it in the doctor's office. Thank God for masks, because she would have been able to see my face because I just could not hold it. So, and like I said, I have a thing about people seeing me cry. But I'm really dragging this out. Like, I just I'm not gonna cry. So I called Jose. Oh God. But bitches don't cry. Bitches don't cry. So I called Jose on my way home to tell him, oh my God, I need that. Sorry guys. So I called Jose on my way home and I told him the news. He took it very hard as well. We've all just been like going through it here. And then did know that we were having a baby on the way. And then is 5, but he understands death pretty well. He just understood it one day. We were watching a movie, he just understands. So he was pretty upset about it, but obviously as a 5-year-old he gets over it with a toy, which thank God, because they don't need to have that on their chest. Back to the story, I did go in like a week after to make sure that, you know, doctor was right about her diagnostic, and that there was, you know, it wasn't like the baby was laying a certain way, or maybe not old enough to have a heart and all that, but still there was no heartbeat. And at this point I was a little bit more prepared, because a week had passed by and I already knew, like, don't get your hopes up, because if you do, you're gonna be let down. It's just gonna hurt you all over again. So I went in prepared, knowing that there was no heartbeat. At this point I did ask my doctor like what were the next steps, and she told me that it sometimes takes a woman to like actually go through the miscarriage part, like bleeding and getting baby out and all of that. Like it could take up to like 3 weeks. Past that we would need to do like a surgery to like actually remove everything, because it does have like health issues if that stays in. We don't want to cause infections. I obviously, well, not obviously, because I don't even know at this point if I want to have more kids, which is horrible to think, because all my life I always said I wanted like 26 kids. Like, I come from a very big family. Jose comes from a very, very ginormous family. So that's always been something that I've wanted since I was little. So it pains me to think that I might not have more. because I just don't know if I could go through this again. Hopefully I never have to go through this again. Hopefully nobody else has to go through this. It's just 0 out of 10 recommend. Like, I just, no. So she told me that that was a process. I will say that I did take like 2 weeks. I recently just had some miscarriage, like I did release like baby and placenta and stuff already. I did have an appointment like 2 days ago that she just like made sure that everything was out and stuff, and we still saw like some tissues still pretty close to like my cervix, and it was kind of a big tissue. So I'm currently in a lot of pain, so I'm just really waiting for this to be over. I'm just waiting, like I'm just ready to have my body healthy again. I do want to have the option if we do decide to have more kids, then I do want to have my body like be healthy for that. Like I said, I don't know if I will have more kids, but one of the things that I do hate about these things is like when other people know about the situation and then you have to explain to them, which is the purpose of this video, to let you all know. Just move on. So I did announce like my pregnancy pretty early to my family at Camila's birthday party. I announced it to like my sister-in-laws and stuff, part of them, and it was a ton. And I don't know if I'll put their reactions here, just so I can like have everything and like everything that was meant for this baby. I might do that just so you guys can see like how happy everybody was. I did hate like having to tell everybody like there was a baby, like I'm pregnant and then I'm not pregnant, I lost the baby. Like just having to like tell somebody and then knowing like that they all have questions and everything, and I know that I don't have to answer, and I didn't. It was simple, like I lost the baby and that's it. I will answer this because I'm sure that a lot of you have this question of why did I lose a baby? There is literally no explanation. I was very early on in my pregnancy. I only grew to be like 6.5 weeks. So I went in March 26th, right? And found out there was no heartbeat. Went in a week later, found out there was still no heartbeat, and I was going to continue I was going to have a miscarriage and just let my body do it naturally. But before this, when I actually found out I was pregnant and I went to the doctor and everything to check everything was good, when you're pregnant you do get a lot of blood test work done, and one of my levels was low, which was my progesterone. So I was prescribed to be on vaginal suppositories, which was very uncomfortable, but I had to do it. I was advised to do it for 30 days. I only did it for like 2 weeks maybe. And then that's when I found out like no heartbeat, there's no reason for you to continue with the progesterone, you know, like, and the progesterone vaginal suppositories are like meant for you to raise your progesterone so that your levels and body know like, hey, there's a baby in here, don't miscarry. There's just a lot of factors. I'm not in any way a like medical field or anything like that. This is just what I was explained. So yeah, I think that answers everything. This video is going to be a mess editing because I have been just jumping from here and there, and I thought I was gonna have it together with my phone, but no. So yeah, I lost a baby just naturally, natural reasons. Could have been genetics, who knows, only God knows. And to this day I don't understand why, which I know is very normal to question in tough decisions, to question why God lets these things happen. One day I will understand why. I'm still working on my dad's death of why. So this is going to take some time. Like, my dad passed away almost 3 years ago, so this is definitely going to take some time because this is my baby. This is something inside of me. I had already bought clothes, guys, just some clothes, and I just couldn't contain myself. I was so happy when I found out that I was pregnant again. So yeah, I might put like everything, like everybody's reactions at the end of this video. This could be a closed chapter in my life and hopefully move on. Doesn't mean that I won't ever like talk about this again, because obviously there is a community of people who need help. I need help. So if you have any words of encouragement, of going on with life, you know, any stories that will help, anything that will help make this a little bit easier, I do appreciate if you guys like leave it in the comments down below. I want to appreciate and thank everybody that's been that knows about the situation, that's been very you know, helpful, reaching out to me, like my managers, my co-workers, best friends, my aunt, you know, family. I just appreciate so much. I know I've been quiet, very quiet. I am like that. That's just how I process things. But I'm slowly going to start trying to come back. I do have a set schedule at work now, so I'm going to try to get back to filming. Obviously with this going on, it is going to take me some time to come back. So yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys. Here you go.
¿En serio? ¿Cómo supiste?
¿Cómo que cómo supe? Ahí están las pruebas.